What's up, guys? Joey here, back at it again. Made a nice $155 right off the bat to start off the week. Finally in that green, just only $39.16. But you know what, guys? You guys have seen me been down to almost $49,000 flat. So you know what? I'm pretty happy right here. I'll take it. So nice start to the week with $155. I'm going to explain why I got out of the trade so quick. So let's start with that open range high at 18,050 flat, and then an open range low at 18,007. Now this line right here, I drew this previously yesterday. It was at 18,074. This was previous Nasdaq futures high, 52-week high, but we hit new 52-week highs this week again. So shocker, what a shocker! But yeah, so when we broke below the moving average in the EMA, I was like, I wasn't really happy that we weren't seeing lower lows right here. But once I did see that we were getting rejected at the moving average, I felt a lot more confident with going short just because I considered that a lower high. And so once we got rejected right here, I actually went short. I think I got filled in at around 035, 036. And once I saw that we were having troubles breaking below this 021 range, um, mainly because if we were not going to break below the 021, then we were not seeing lower lows. Therefore, we were not seeing a continuation on the downside. Therefore, the longer I stayed in at that point, I'm just putting myself into more risk. Really, that's just the way I see it. If we would have kept hitting lower lows, then I would have felt comfortable with holding. But we started to see a little bit of rejection right here at this 023, 021 range. So right as we actually what's funny is right as we went to go break below it and go to like 016, it looks like I actually got out and my position got filled and I made $155. But then as you guys can see, even though we made a slight lower low at 017, it just formed a little bit of support right here and just started to recover. And yeah, it looks like 015 was a pretty decent support from around 948 to around 1015, 1020. And then NASDAQ started doing a nice recovery, hitting higher highs, higher lows, breaking above the EMA and the moving average real nicely, getting a break above that open range high. And then on top of that, getting a break above that that 52-week high previously. So yeah, nice little day today. Now, one thing I do want to talk about, guys, is I'm going to be very careful trading tomorrow, and that is because at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time, we have the CPI report coming in, the core CPI at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time also. So let's just be on the lookout for those to make sure you're controlling your position size, you're managing your position size, and you're just, managing risk as best as possible. I'm making sure that I don't have anything open right now leading into it, just to be safe. You never really know how these reports are going to come out. Sometimes they're better than expected. Sometimes they're worse than expected. Now, one thing I do know is that the Federal Reserves are wanting to cut interest rates at least like 3 or 4 different times in 2024. That's their goal. But I feel like this being the start of the year in 2024 in February, if we do not see if we don't see a lower inflation rate and we see a higher, I am worried that we could see a nice little drop, like nice little pullback. Sorry, nothing serious, no sell offs. Simply because if we do not see a drop in inflation, then that might actually cause the Federal Reserve to sort of pause on starting to cut those interest rates, and which would then just make it easier. And for those who don't know, I'm starting to learn more about this. Interest rates, it's just if they cut it, then it's going to be easier for you and me to borrow money from banks and that kind of stuff and get loans. So yeah, just really wanted to break down this trade, guys. I'm not really big into reports, even though I should be. I just mainly, I'm going to be real with you guys. I mainly just try to make sure that I know when the reports are coming out and just make sure I don't have any positions opened up. For instance, like last week, my first trade, I lost my second trade, I lost like $500 because I didn't realize that there was a report coming out at 10 a.m. and I had a position open, and I went from being up like $120 to being down $400 within like 10 seconds. So that was nice. So lesson learned: never have an open position when a report that's going to affect the market. You know. So yeah. just really wanted to break down this trade, guys. Really happy to start this week good. But yeah, if you guys got any questions, comment below. Hope you all enjoy this video. If you did, smash that sub button, and that like button is always much appreciated. I'll see you guys tomorrow.